Day 27. Welcome back. Today we pray, in the opinion of the world, may others be chosen and I set aside. This, from my perspective, is the prayer of a father who loves his child. So each morning before they wake up, I come downstairs, I go into the prayer room we have at our house, and I pray. Among other things, I pray for my children. And the three things I pray for most frequently, and I pray daily for, are that they have a deep faith in God, the church, and a sacramental life, that they receive and pursue the gift of virtuous friendships and mentors, and that they develop a deep love for learning. I pray for those three things every day. Now, what I don't pray for is fame or success. In fact, part of the reason why I focus so much more than anything else on trying to help my children develop a strong inner life is just in case they actually end up being wildly successful and famous in this life and according to the world's standards. Because when push comes to shove, being chosen by the powers and influencers of this world is in itself an occasion for sin. It isn't sin, but it is a great temptation. And it quickly becomes an enormous temptation to put pleasing the one who chose you above everyone else. When we are set aside by the world, when the powers of this age choose another and forget about us, it can be painful, but it can also make the road to God and his embrace quite a bit smoother. When we are not chosen by the world, when we are forced to sort of suffer and struggle in that moment, it can actually be spiritually really fruitful. I mean, why do you think so many saints only become famous after their death? Shout out to Saint Therese of Lisieux. Because their hiddenness was actually really spiritually fruitful. On the flip side of that, why do you think so many famous and popular religious figures of their ages, up and down the centuries, have massive falls from grace? Because God alone can satisfy our inner craving to be chosen, to be important, to be valued. God alone can satisfy those things without corrupting us, without corrupting our inner life. Anyone or anything else stands with the potential to corrupt us from the inside out. Remember, the desire to be chosen isn't a bad thing. It's actually it's a very natural spiritual desire. And it can act like a homing beacon leading us toward God if we let it. The challenge, of course, is to truly believe that we are in fact chosen by God, that we are in fact loved by him, that we are in fact cared for. And then to be able to live out of that secure base through the ups and downs of everyday life, through the ups and downs of the world's opinion of us and whether or not the world chooses us and that we find favor in the world. It can be extremely hard to do that. But when we do, our ability to give love and receive love, it just skyrockets. So that others may be chosen and I set aside. Jesus, grant me the grace to desire it.